guys, welcome back to another recipe video. Today we're making very easy recipes and they're meal prep friendly and primarily the type of recipes that I would have for breakfast, but I also like making these for easy lunches throughout the week. Sometimes I'll have them as a snack or a sweet treat at the end of the night for dessert. They're really versatile and, like I said, very, very easy. And I hope that in sharing these recipes, you will see that eating more plants does not have to be complicated. It can be simple and delicious at the same time. So let's go ahead and get started. Whenever I make homemade granola, I always wonder why I don't make it more often. I forget how easy it is, and every time I do it, I remind myself that I need to do this more often because it's very fun. You're just gonna mix together your dry ingredients, and you want your tahini to be nice and runny like this. I like the Sum tahini, and also the tahini from Whole Foods, the 365 one is really good. Simply Organic makes a nice one. You just want one that is light in color, lightly salted, and really easily pourable like this one is. It is so versatile, and it makes a really great base for this granola. So you want to spread this out into an even layer, and one thing that's important is you do want to scoot in the sides. If you don't, I find that the edges get a little bit darker than the middle and it just makes the outside kind of burn. So if you scooch the edges in, they will all cook kind of evenly and you'll have a really pretty, deeply golden brown but not burnt granola. I like to add a couple of walnuts, a couple handfuls of walnuts in the last 4 minutes of baking or so, just to toast them up a little bit. So I go ahead and do that. It's totally optional, but I love the crunch, and of course I love the added nutrients as well. The trick to creating clusters when you're making homemade granola is to take it out of the oven and kind of scoot it all together so that it's in one even layer, and then let it cool completely on a wire rack. And once it cools, it's gonna get a little bit crunchier, and also then when you break it apart, it will be in those clusters that are stuck together, which I just think has such a nice texture. It's so good. It's like vanilla, cinnamon, sea salt, but not too sweet. I really like to add raisins and dried cranberries, but you can add chocolate chips. You can add some chopped up dried apricots, which I really love that too. And you can mix and match, like cranberries and chocolate chips is really good. You could do chopped up figs, really anything you like. It's super versatile. It definitely has a cookie vibe without being over the top sweet, which I think is so good. I like to store it in airtight containers, but you want to make sure that it's cool before you put it in the container, because if you don't, it will create condensation and then that will make it soggy. So you want it to be completely cool and dry, and then put it in some clean containers that will keep it nice and fresh for about 2 weeks. How cute would this be for Valentine's Day? The bites where you get the berry with the chocolate and the graham cracker is just definitely the best part. I love the tanginess of the yogurt. I think it really kind of balances the sweetness, so it's not an overly sweet treat, which is why this would be good for a snack or a dessert, or even if you're feeling lazy and you just want a quick breakfast, reach into the freezer. This is already made. It's a little cold right now where I live for me to be having cold breakfast like this, but in the summertime, having something like this prepped in the freezer is so nice, especially if you just don't feel like making anything in the morning and you just need a little something. This is a great little grab and go frozen treat that feels a lot more special and decadent than it actually is to make, because making it, as you saw, is really easy. And you can do this with any fruit. One thing that's really fun is to change up the yogurt. So I've actually done this with vegan key lime pie yogurt. I loved the flavor of the key lime yogurt with the graham cracker. So lots of different ways to change it up and so many different toppings. So have fun with making yogurt bark because it is delicious. when you swirl it together and you get that like marbling of the raspberry jam through the yogurt. It's just so pretty. The chia seed jam is nice and tart and bright, and it just works so well with the rich peanut butter, and then the texture that you get from the granola on top, I think really makes it, because you have that crunchy element with the creaminess and then a little bit of sweetness from the fruit. It's so good. This is my definition of feel-good food, because it's the kind of meal that you can make ahead of time, look forward to in the morning because it's delicious, but it also really keeps me full and energized throughout the day because it's got plenty of healthy fats, fiber, protein, lots of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. And when I make it for myself, I do add a lot more fruit than you saw in the clip, because I was trying to show the texture of the peanut butter yogurt and the chia seed jam. But ordinarily, I like a lot more fruit and banana and even more granola on top, just to make it more filling and more satisfying. I personally like larger portions. It's my personal preference. So I add more fruit. But other than that, this is a meal that I make all the time, and it truly makes me feel so good and satisfied for breakfast or lunch or a snack or dessert. You know, this works for all of them. If you can think of a friend or family member who might enjoy these recipes, please go ahead and share this video link with them, or make my recipes and tag me on social media. It really helps more people find my videos, and I'm so passionate about helping people to eat more plants and to see that home cooking, and especially plant-based vegan cooking, can be easy, and most importantly, it can be delicious and it can make you feel really good. So every time you guys share one of my videos or recipes, you help me to spread that message, and it really means so much to me. So please go ahead and share, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out the description box below for the written recipes, as well as a link to my cookbook, Vegan Party Planning. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye.